Hi everyone, welcome back to the channel. If you've just joined us recently, welcome. My name's Phil and I run the channel with Juliet, my wife, and sometimes our grandson pops on and says hello as well. Now, some of our videos are product reviews and some of them are how-to fixes, and we do site reviews on odd occasions as well. Today what we're going to be taking a look at is a little problem I had and I wanted to resolve it because, especially on fully serviced pitches, I was finding a bit of a problem. So I'm going to explain exactly what I'm talking about now. Now, for many years, if you've been on the channel for a while watching us, you'll know that we've been using the collapsed pipe system. This is the waste pipe and these are the waste pipe connectors, these hoses. Now, we think this is a great product and we've been really pleased with it. However, a few months ago, in fact quite a while ago now when I think about it, we went to France and we had a bit of an issue because the drain was higher than the piping system. So it was a bit awkward to try and get a proper drop on it in order to get the actual pipes to work properly. Plus, what we tended to notice as well is if you ran quite a bit of hot water through it, say if you'd had a shower or you'd been washing up, the actual pipes themselves, once they were extended like that, tended to sag a little bit, which made it difficult for it to drain out. So I've come up with a solution, and I'll be honest with you, it's not my idea. It's been probably being used by caravanners for probably years. But I'm going to show you it outside in a moment, and then we're going to go back to the storage yard, believe it or not, and I'm going to show you how to make one. So here it is. Yes, plastic plumbing pipes. Very simple to make and very easy to use. You can also fit the collapsed pipes into the ends to extend it to get full use from your collapsed pipes as well. So let's head to the storage yard now and I'll show you how to make them. Okay, before we make this waste pipe system, I just thought I'd show you some tools that you're going to need. First of all, you're going to need a hacksaw of some description or some cutting device. Now, I use a large one, but there is a junior on the table. You can use a junior hacksaw should you wish to. I've also got a ruler, a tape measure, a pencil and a craft knife. Now, I use the craft knife to actually deburr the ends when I've cut them. Now, if you're not comfortable using a craft knife to do this, then get some sandpaper. So the items on the table are simply push fit piping systems, and they're all 32mm, which you require to actually do this job. Now, check yours before you do it, because yours might be smaller if it depends on the make and model, but for my particular van it's 32mm. Now you're going to need a T-piece, an elbow and a coupler, and also you're going to need a length of pipe which is going to be at least 2 meters long. So in order to make the pipe system itself, we're going to take the actual T-piece, if you will, and we're going to take the elbow. Now what we're going to do is we're going to go and measure the distance between from this section here to that section there, which is the gap on your actual system that's fitted to your caravan, because each one's different. It depends on which manufacturer you have, really. But you might have to cut some of this pipe off in order to do it properly. So what we're going to do now is I'll just show you that. First of all, we're going to fit it like so. It's quite tight, which is a good thing. So as you can see on the camera there, if this was actually our two waste pipes here like so, we can see that there's a height difference between the two. So what we want to do is take our ruler and we need to measure this one first of all. Now we don't want a lot of pipe actually sticking out, because we want to make it as flush as we possibly can. Now that'll depend on your valance, so you might have to try this for yourself. So taking the ruler, I can see that I'm going to need, because I think I can get away with 1 centimetre actually sticking out of here, so I'm going to get away with 5 centimetres of pipe. So on this big piece of pipe here, we're going to measure 5 centimetres from the end, mark it and then cut it with our actual hacksaw. So I'll do that now and I'll show you which stage we're at now. So that section's now fitted in. So what we're going to do now is take our ruler and we're going to measure from here to where the end of our pipe that's protruding is. Now I read that as 7 centimetres. So what we're going to do now is cut a piece 7 centimetres. So we've inserted the pipe. Now this piece of pipe, it depends on how long your caravan is and how far you want it to go to the back of the caravan. Now for me to reach the back of my caravan from the actual waist section itself is actually 160 centimetres, so that's the length of pipe I'm going to require. So on the opposite end we've fitted the coupler, and the reason why I fit a coupler is quite simple. What I like to do is fit me collapsed pipes into this end so that I've got a longer reach to reach the drain, and that's how I use this system. So let's see it on the Caravan again. Okay, to fit it, it's dead simple. Just open up the 2 waste pipes of the Caravan and then place it inside like that. Now you might have to adjust it the first time you do it, but once you've done it, it should, in theory, it should actually stay as it is, set, ready for you to use. Now what you might notice is the pipe's sloping too much really, and it will put tension on the socket end. So I made these little straps so I can use these. Now these are adjustable, you just feed them through. If you want to make some, they're very simple to make. All you have to do is click the link below and I'll show you on a video how I did them. And now that's supporting it, and if you make about 4 or 5 of these, they're going to support it all the way along to the back of the Caravan. And that's how I made what everybody else has made, and it's very simple. So mine's stored here in the front locker, and it just goes in the front near the panel here, and it fits quite neatly. Now if you've got a Bailey or a Coachman and you don't have an actual front gas locker this size, then you might want to consider cutting it into sections and adding couplers to it. That way you'll still get the length of pipe and the rigidity, but you'll be able to store it a lot better. Well folks, that's how I made my own rigid waste pipe. Now it's nothing new, it's been going around a long time. However, I thought I'd bring it to the channel to share with people that are new to caravanning. It might be something they might want to consider. It's brilliant for service pitches, maybe not so actually for Aquaroll and Wastemaster use. Altogether I think it costs 10 quid for all the parts that you need. Obviously if you're going to start using more couplers, then they're about £1.50 a piece, so just bear that in mind when you're actually making it. If you like this video, please give us a thumbs up, like, share and subscribe. So thank you very much for watching. I do hope you'll join us again real soon, but in the meantime, bye for now.